Great to see you all. Made it so far. And as promised, we are following a training plan for the week. Last time I saw you, we did strength efforts. And this time, we are going to be doing something that's a build in effort, but in a variety of cadences, okay? And we're gonna start as easily as our 6 out of 10, and we're going to build right up through our ranges and then back down again, okay? So right now, you just joined us, and if you have been on the bike for a little while, then hopefully you're starting to feel a bit warmed up. I am going to ask you now, if you have been just kind of rolling around as though you just got off the couch, 1, 2, 3 out of 10, something like that, bring it up to your 5 out of 10, 50%, and we will just do a little bit of a build for the next couple of minutes. Preferred cadence. So, as I say often, 90 to 100 range is where I'm hoping you're reasonably comfortable. If you haven't been riding that long, or you're just getting used to the idea of cadences, well, you're going to have a good lot of practice here today, first of all. But also, a little bit under that is fine. But do try and be towards the high 80s if you can be, which probably means adjusting your gear so that you can turn it over properly, just while you're getting the feeling of all this. Okay, I'm just gonna ask you to bring the gear up one more time to be at your 60%. And from this, we are going to go right into our block of work that's 11 minutes long and has a variety of efforts and tends towards all the higher cadences. Now, if you were with me in day 1 and we did a lot of work around very low cadence, this is quite the other end of the graph. And remember, of power delivery. And remember when I said, feels a lot different, right? Higher cadence, more cardiovascular requirement. I'm gonna get you to push up just one more time so that you feel a little bit of a workload for 30 seconds. So give me a good push over your hour power for 30 seconds here. Build it up, build it up. This is so it's not completely foreign when you get to it at the end of this block of work. Okay, 15 more seconds. Push that gear around. We're gonna go back to easy in less than 10 seconds, in less than 5, 3, 2, 1, easy. Okay, 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute, 2 times 30 seconds. That's what we're doing. Each time, we're going to be increasing the cadence a little bit and the effort. You'll feel an increase in the effort anyway with the cadence for a lot of us. We're going in 10 seconds. First one, good news, is 60%. So it's setting our base level, 90 to 95 cadence right now, and in 2, 1, 60%, and we're not stopping this piece of work now for 11 minutes. So find that 60% number. This is where you can talk. You're probably not even quite in the high end of your zone 2. If you use that as a frame of reference, I usually find people are sort of 65% of their MAP, maybe even as much as going towards 70 at the top of the zone 2. So you can talk. You can talk. You've got 45 seconds under your belt. Your 90 to 95 cadence. So the important thing for this session is that you're going to be increasing the cadence now from here to the end. Just the very last 30 seconds, I'm going to give you the hardest part at your preferred cadence. So you can drop it by then, because when we get to the first 30 seconds, it won't be your preferred cadence. It's gonna be higher. Okay, good. So you're at 1.5 minutes here. As I said, 60%, not a massive power output. We're focusing on cadence today. We're in and around, starting out the biggest parts of this work in our endurance zones, and then we're building up to our higher zones, but shorter efforts at the end. Okay? So while you're here, just think about being comfortable, turning the pedals around smoothly, easily, good form, all of those things. The next increase is going to be up to our 70%. So maybe clipped speech at that point, getting a little bit less comfortable. Call it comfortably uncomfortable. Breathe. Enjoy this. Keep that cadence 90 to 95. As I said, going up from here. We've got just over 1 minute left at this output. If you're on a group ride, you'll probably be riding in this zone for portions for sure, especially if you're in a pretty big group, riding on wheels, getting some draft, all of that kind of good stuff. 60 seconds. After 60 seconds, we're going to increase the cadence, which will, in a given gear, so it depends if you're on a smart trainer that's going to adjust for you, will bring the effort up, okay? And I'm looking for a 70% when we increase the cadence, 95 to 100 RPM, okay? In 30 seconds. Hold on to this little bit of under 95 for right now. Maybe a little drink of water. Okay, this next one, getting ready for it. Just over 10 seconds. You're gonna bring the cadence 95 to 100 in there and adjust your gear to be at 70%. 2, 1, up, up. This is 3 minutes long. 3 minutes long. Right on around 98, 99 cadence for me. Next one's gonna be hard. 2 minutes at over 100. Good. With this bike, it brings me up very close to my 70% just through the cadence increase. You do what you need to do to get the same effect. You should now be feeling comfortably uncomfortable, getting there, but you can probably still talk, and some of the discomfort comes from the higher turnover of your legs. Good job. Really good. You want to just get your music going here. Jump in with that. Helps a lot. 90 seconds, okay? You're at halfway. Awesome job. Right here. Next one's 2 minutes. And the next one is at around your hour power. So, meaning it's 75%-ish, okay? Last 4 minutes is gonna feel pretty hard. You've got 1 more minute, like this. Those of you who haven't ridden as much, or your turnover is not as quick, you can just be doing increments up. If you can't quite achieve these 5 RPM jumps, might just take a little while, okay? I started out as a big gear masher. 30 seconds. We're gonna be going over 100 RPM. Remember, some of the increase in effort is going to come from the cadence increase in 10 seconds, in 5 seconds. All right, 75%, 2, 1, cadence up. Try and relax. Relax into it. Don't push over 105. You're gonna need that window. 2 minutes. Look down, look away, get used to the feeling. 90 seconds to go. 90 seconds to go. Awesome job. Awesome job. Hold on to that cadence. Play around with your hand position. Whatever keeps you breathing well. One minute to go. 1 minute to go right here. I'm right at a 102 cadence. Holding it best I can. Good. Next one is a minute. 105. One hard one after that, and then one hard one, but at your choice of cadence. 30 seconds. Expect this next minute to be hard. You're trying to get up to your 80%, 8 out of 10 effort in 15 seconds. Ready? In 10, this is the last 2 minutes of this whole block, okay? In 3, 2, up, come on. 105, 80%. Just think about cadence. All the rest will happen. Good job. Right here. Hold it. 105 to 110. You got it. 30 more seconds. One more increase in cadence. Come on. Come on. Come on. Getting ready to go up one more time. 15 seconds. 10 seconds. Last minute of this ramp. Starting with an increase in cadence. Come on. Up, up. Up, up. 110. 115. Come on. Almost halfway. Almost halfway. You got it. Last 10. Good job. You can drop your cadence, but I still want a hard 30 seconds. In 2, 1. Come on, using some gear now. Last 30. Come on. All the way. All the way. 20 seconds. Push. Push. 15. Last 10 coming up. Come on, everybody. Give me 10. 5. 3. 2. 1. Easy. Recover. Good job. Well, that was hard. 3 minutes. 3 minutes easy. 3 minutes to get anything you want. And back to riding as though you just got off the couch. Just soft pedaling, which means turning the pedals around just a little bit, or without resistance against them. You might be turning them at a pretty decent rate, but you don't feel anything pushing against your legs. Okay, 2 minutes. And then I'll tell you what we're doing for the second go round. When you can, start taking in some water. So those of you who were here for day one, see how different that feeling is. And I know for myself, I mean, I've done this sort of work so many times, but whew, delivering that power at the high cadences is it's another level of challenge. And I was telling a group the other day that I watched a study where we had a cyclist riding 3 different 10-minute efforts. Same incline, same power output, that's key, okay? Same amount of wattage, same amount of effort. Effort felt different. He rode the first one at 100 cadence, and then the second one at 90 cadence, which he felt was around his preferred cadence, and the third one at 60 cadence. And guess what? The amount of lactate that was built at the 60 and 90, basically around the same. Okay, surprisingly, right? 30 RPM difference, but about the same. Lactate is that stuff we get in our muscles that makes us want to stop, basically. But at 100 cadence, just 10 RPM harder, the athlete doubled the lactate that he built. So that means he had a spike in there somewhere, 90 to 100 RPM, where his efficiency dropped a lot, and he was really struggling to deliver the power at that rate of pedals turning over RPM. Okay? We are going to do, so think about that, and think about maybe where you feel that point is for you. I can tell you I hit mine at the end of that. Now what we're doing, we're coming down the other way. Okay? We're going to start at a hard effort, at our preferred cadence, but a hard effort for 30 seconds. Then we are going to do 110 RPM at that 85% if we can, 30 seconds. We're going to drop it to 105 to 110 for 1 minute, 80%, all the way down till we finish at our 60% for the last 4 minutes. And that is even going to be going into your warm down. Okay? 15 seconds. Start bringing up some gear. Start bringing up some load for yourself. Preferred cadence, remember. This is 30 seconds. So a good push, and then you're going to go into a 110 cadence in 2, 1, 30 seconds starting right now. Build into it. Build into it. It's a hard push to start here. Awesome. Awesome. You're going to drop some gear from this to be able to reach that 110 cadence for 30 seconds, okay? We're going in 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds. Up, up. Find that cadence. 110. Right up to that high point. Good job. Good job. I know for me, this feels spiky. I gotta say, I'm looking forward to dropping it. 5 RPM. Coming up in 3, 2, catch it on the way down. 105 to 110. Good job. Come on. 1 minute like this. 1 minute like this. 105 to 110. Get into that rhythm. About an 8 out of 10. Almost halfway. Almost halfway. You can't achieve the cadence. Get a little bit of gear up. Good job. Gonna be dropping below 105. Coming up in 20 seconds. In 10. Really good, riders. Come on now. Below 105, but not below 100. In 2, 1, back it off. 2 minutes here. Good job. Try and find it. Get in the groove. Get in the rhythm. Just over 100 cadence. You got this. You got this. 30 seconds done. If it doesn't feel good, smile. Find that cadence. If you're overgeared, back it off a bit. Come on. Think you can. Think you can. Awesome. 1 minute. 100 to 105. 1 more minute to go. You've got this beat. Easier as we go down. Positive self-talk. Remember, that goes a long, long way. 30 seconds. Hold this cadence. All you gotta worry about. Play with your hand position. Anything that helps you get there. So good, riders. So good. That's the hardest part. That's the hardest part. 10 seconds. 95 to 100. 70%. In 3, 2, 1. 95 to 100. Good. 3 minutes now. As we're doing this, you should feel your system recovering. Seconds. Woo. Really hard to try and do this outside with the specific cadences on a flat. One minute done, 2 to go. My hope is the next piece of work, you'll start to feel like you almost get to recovery. Awesome, I was getting a little cranked up there. Remember, you're under 100 RPM here, and that's halfway. 90 seconds to go. And our last 4 minutes after that. Recover. This is where sometimes you're on a hard ride. Pace has been high for a while. But you know, other people feeling the same. Just stick it out a little bit longer, right? A little bit longer. When you're Group riding, mass start riding, tends to be constant mantra. "30 seconds now. Gotta get that sweet 4 minutes at 60%. Getting so excited. My cadence is picking up again. Don't do that. Don't do that. All right. Come on, everybody. You can feel it. And 10. Down to your 60%. In 3, 2, 1. 90 to 95 cadence. Ooh-wee. Does that feel good? Okay, get it. Get it. Everything now. Coming back to a more comfortable place. Trying to be working with way more oxygen so that we're at that 60% range. And hopefully we're not too much into a spiky cadence, but that was a lot of spiky cadence. A lot. 1 minute down, 3 to go. These are really good for your discipline. Some of us need more than others. I actually find I've always been pretty disciplined in some ways, not at all in others. But play little games with myself, like I was saying. Another workout. Sometimes if I'm shying away from doing something I know is hard, I'll make myself do it just to show myself, no one else, to show myself that I have the wherewithal. I can take on the challenge. Not gonna get scared away. Hey, if you're like me and you're a little bit over 95 cadence, drop it down just a little bit. We have our last minute and a half right here. Whew. That feels good to say, let alone do. 90 seconds. Just stay with me here. Funny how even riding kind of easy, you can just feel like you want to stop, right? Good. Dropping that cadence, making sure it's not over 95. Almost into our last 60 seconds. Feels so good. And now, we know we're charging forward on this challenge. It's doable. Each day will change. Lots we're gonna find super hard. Lots we're gonna find not so hard. Now you can start saying to yourself, recover, recover. Because we're almost at that point. Now still, I'm not gonna have you stop the pedals abruptly. Not always a good idea. But just one last check in with your upper body, nice and relaxed, breathing easy. It's all come down now. You're at a comfortable cadence. We're finishing off less than 10 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, rest of the resistance or gear backed off, and job well done. Okay, so that is day 3. We'll look forward to seeing you again. Have all our wonderful coaches taking a seat up here. Colleen, Steve, Max, Shannon, Brandy. Probably forgot someone. But everyone is going to be here to help you through this 30 days. So for today's session, that's a wrap.